Okay, update. It's done.
Yeah, ready to fire.
No. All right, we got it mocked up. We put stroker plates down here in the bottom. We wound up going with the 60 and not the 43s or 40, whatever these were.
Yeah,
45s.
with a 20 thou base.
So there's a 20 thou gasket in there also. We'll stick the plates to the cylinder, goop them in, and just use a regular gasket.
Are we gonna use gasket cinch or the Yama bond?
Use the
3 bond.
The 3 bond.
Yeah. That's it.
And then the for the head gasket, we put 30 thou washers in there. So we're duplicating a 30 thou head gasket, and it's going to basically give us about 35 to 38 thou piston clearance. Then on our valve train, we mocked it up in here with the correct cam. We went 1 turn tight, or extended.
25 thou.
25 thou here times rocker ratio gives you about 33 thou. Extra lift in it. That's our clearance for our pistons. Then we rolled it through until we got it top dead center, and then you push on this, tells you how much clearance you have. So what cylinder are we in right now? Okay, we're on top dead center right now over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably about top dead center. So right now we got quite a bit of clearance in that one.
The piston's moving.
The piston's running away from me?
Yeah.
A lot. Still a lot. There it is. I'm holding on the piston as you go up and down, but you gotta be careful it catches the pocket when you do that.
I'm gonna go slow.
See, that caught the pocket or it caught the valve. Because the other one's working. Now we're still hooked. So we have a lot more piston to valve than we do valve to valve.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see this. She's tight.
Yeah, it's when you open both valves 30 thou more than they're supposed to be, your valve to valve goes away quickly. And that's not real number. But we got a lot of valve to piston. Anyway, that's how I check them. And when you check them like this, I've never had one that actually bent the valve from lack of clearance.
Just spin it quickly. Whoosh.
I run them where they get
Smack one.
they'll leave marks, but they don't bend them. You don't catch them because we know where we're at. And if you drop these down to real numbers, then the valve won't hit so bad. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take this all apart and put together for real. But that's basically how you mock up a race motor to check it out. Okay, we're almost ready to put this engine back together. So here's the stroker plates and the base gaskets we're using. So I went up and got some 30 thou head gaskets to use. And the heads are all buttoned up. We had to grind the seats. They're sink a couple a little bit lower to get to our installed height we needed. A couple of the seats are way out of whack. So anyway, I got them all buttoned up. We're at 1,900 installed height, which puts us at 200, 210 on the seat. And it's 550 at coil bind, but we're not running up that hard, I don't think, but close to it. Should be over 500 open. So, yeah, they're ready to go back together. We got the cylinders all cleaned up and honed. Got my coarse finish in there. So they're smooth, but they're rough. They got deep grooving in them to hold oil. So it's a new way of doing stuff. Try that on his motor. The cross-hatching is a little bit steeper on this one versus my bike. We'll see if there's a difference between how the rings work. The rings are all done. These are the line-to-line coating on these pistons. So they're all ready to go together once we get our missing head bolts. And we'll get this thing buttoned up. Okay, going to bike tonight and get on the road tomorrow.
No, they won't be in this bin.
So there we go.